Hello everyone. In this video, we'll see how we can configure tools in Jenkins. So in last video, we saw how we can configure the system. And in this video, we'll see how we can configure the tools in Jenkins. Now in global tool configuration, we define the configuration as well as the installation information to different tools like Maven, Git, JDK, Gradle, and these are the tools available in the Jenkins and we need to configure them. So these are all the different types of tools configuration in Jenkins. Now, how we can configure them? So for this, let's go to the Jenkins server, and from here, go to Manage Jenkins. Once you are into the Manage Jenkins, then go to Global Tool Configuration, and in this Global Tool Configuration, you will get all the options to configure. The Maven configuration is very simple. Just you need to use the default management settings here. And when you are using Maven personally, or like when you are using the Maven project, then in that case, you need to configure the path of Maven after installation. So that part we will see when we will work on the Maven project. Let's understand these JDK options and all. So in JDK, when you come to this JDK options here, you see you go to JDK installations. So first you need to name just name the JDK. So I have named it as Java Home. After that, you need to set the path of JDK. Now the path, you need to copy the path from the driver or from the drive which you have in your system. So in C drive, like in program files inside Java, I have my JDK here. So just copy this path and paste it here inside the Jenkins. So basically the path is passed here and the Jenkins is set. Now again, for adding the Git, in case of Git, it's like you need to download the Git in your system. And again, you need to go to your program files. And from there, you can get the Git options and copy the path of this Git and set the path or just take the bin folder along with it and copy this path from here and again pass this path to our Jenkins. So again, this is how we can install the Git and JDK. After doing this, at the end, you can save and supply them. And after that, the Gradles and Ant, these are basically used for installation when you are required to add some Gradles to your project. In that case, we will install them. Now, this Gradles and Ant, we will see the installation process. If we require in the project, we'll get to know these options there. For Maven installations, also it's same. You need to download the Maven in your system, copy the path of Maven, paste it over here, and again, you need to set the version of the Maven what you have downloaded, and at the end, again, save and apply them, and the complete process will be set up. So this is how you can set the process, or you can install the tools which you can need, which you'll be needing while writing the projects or while creating the projects, and configure them accordingly. That's all about the global tool configuration. We'll talk about the next topic and we'll see how we can configure the projects and build the project in the next video. That's all. Thank you. So first, what you need to do is go to GitHub. Like if you don't have a GitHub account, then create a GitHub account. Once you create a GitHub account, you will have this type of web page where you will log in, and here you can create your repository. Before that, you need to do one thing. Just in Google, go and search for download GitHub, and then you open the GitHub official website. And from here, you can download for GitHub for Windows or like for the MacBooks as well as for Linux. So it's like I've already downloaded my GitHub window, like I've already downloaded my Git, and I have saved in my system. So what you need to do once you download the Git, then just you'll have options. So just keep on clicking next option till you get the last finish options. So while doing this, just check the path of your system where the GitHub folder is getting saved. So as in my system, the folder where my Git is saved is that says in C drive. So here mostly you will have in C drive inside the program files, you'll have the GitHub file. From here, just go to the Git file, and from Git to the bin folder. From here, copy this folder path and get back to your Jenkins. And there in Jenkins, you'll see like you have the project already created. So you need to integrate this Git path in the Jenkins environment. To do this, just go to the dashboard. From dashboard, go to Manage Jenkins. And from Manage Jenkins, come to the option that is Global Tool Configuration. When you are here in global tool configuration, you will see a Git option available. So here just you need to paste the path of the bin folder, that is the Git bin folder, and just add the extension git.exe, the same as it is mentioned here. Now after this, just apply and save. Now once you do this, then the Git of environment is available. Now you can use the GitHub account or you can use the GitHub code in your project. So now come back to GitHub, and in GitHub, just I'll create a new repository and name this repository as demo test. Okay, and I'll make it as public. Yeah, and it's looking for demo test whether this repository is available or not. So once this repository is available, like it shows that it's available, so you can create this repository. Once the repository is created, then you will have different options, like you can create a new file and then add to the Jenkins project, or you can upload an existing file. So what I'll be doing, I'll be uploading the existing file to my Jenkins. So just I will choose a file from my system. So I'll prefer choosing file, one of the Java code. I like preferring the Java codes, and basically I'll see whether the Java codes that's available in Eclipse workspace. So just I'll pick any one of the project from here, and just I will add this code in my Jenkins. So I'm trying to add one file. That file name is assertsandtesting.java. After this, when I click on commit changes, then the changes will be seen on my GitHub account. So it's looked like page is taking longer, like it isn't working, but I have refreshed it. Now it's working. So basically you have this file here, Java testing asserts.java file here. What you need to do, just copy the URL. You will use this URL while configuring your projects. So when you configure this project, when you click on this demo option, this is your project, and you click on the configure option of your project, and you'll see in source code management area, you have this Git options available. Click on this Git option, click, just pass the URL which you have copied of your GitHub repository, and here you need to mention your branch of the GitHub account. Now here the branch mentioned is main, so you need to pass the same branch name. Like here you see the branch name in your GitHub is main, so you need to pass the same thing, and here I pass it with the same name, that is main. Now more what you can do, you can add credentials to your GitHub account, or like you can add like credentials, like you can add your credentials, username and password, separate username and password for your account, just based on the requirements. Right now I'm not adding anything, just I'm making it a simple project. So I will apply, and again I will save the project. Now once this is done, let's build it. So let's see whether the Git is added to, like the Git code is added to our Jenkins project or not. When I click on the build option, then you see here, when you go to this console output, there you will see build is like it's finished, it's successful, as well as it's showing me the version, because in my last project I'm looking for the versions, and here it's mentioning that see from demo concept, this is the URL from where the code is added. Now if you want to see the code whether it's added or not, then go to your project and click on workspace, and you see here assertsandtesting.java. This code is added in your project. So this is how you can configure Git to your project and use these codes based for the testing purpose or developer purpose based on your requirement. This is how you can configure Git to your project. More how to configure the Jenkins, we'll see in next videos. Till then, stay tuned. Thank you.